Welcome to our virtual law legal analysis series. In today's episode, we will discuss the case of Mitsubishi Corporation-Manila Branch vs. CIR, GR number 175772. This landmark case was decided by the Supreme Court of the Philippines on June 5, 2017. Let's dive right into it. Facts. The Philippine government and the Japanese government entered into an exchange of notes on June 11, 1987. The exchange of notes provided for a loan from the Japanese government to the Philippine government for the implementation of the Calaca 2 coal-fired thermal power plant project. Under the exchange of notes, the Philippine government undertook to assume all taxes imposed by the Philippines on Japanese contractors engaged in the project. The National Power Corporation, NPC, entered into a contract with Mitsubishi Corporation-Manila Branch, MC, for the engineering, supply, construction, installation, testing, and commissioning of a steam generator, auxiliaries, and associated civil works for the project. The contract was funded by the loan from the Japanese government. MC filed its income tax return for 1998 and included therein the income tax due on its income from the project. However, MC later filed a claim for tax refund, arguing that it was not liable to pay the income tax because the Philippine government had assumed its tax liability. Issue: whether MC is entitled to a tax refund of the income tax that it had erroneously paid. Ruling: yes, MC is entitled to a tax refund. The Supreme Court held that the tax assumption provision in the exchange of notes applied to MC, and that MC was therefore entitled to a refund of the taxes that it had erroneously paid. The Supreme Court reasoned that the tax assumption provision in the exchange of notes was a binding agreement between the Philippine government and the Japanese government. The fact that the tax assumption provision was not approved by the Senate did not affect its binding effect. The Supreme Court also held that MC had not received the benefit of the tax exemption that was provided for in the exchange of notes. The tax exemption applied to the taxes that were actually paid by the Japanese contractors. MC had not paid any taxes, so it could not be said to have received the benefit of the tax exemption. As a result, the Supreme Court granted MC's petition and ordered the Bureau of Internal Revenue, BIR, to issue a tax refund in the amount of P52,612,812.00. Significance of the case. The case of Mitsubishi Corporation-Manila Branch vs. CIR is significant because it clarifies the law on tax assumption agreements. The decision establishes that tax assumption agreements are binding on the Philippine government, even if they are not approved by the Senate. The decision also establishes that taxpayers who are covered by a tax assumption agreement are entitled to a refund of taxes that they have erroneously paid. That's all for this episode. What do you think about the topic? Feel free to comment and suggest what topic you want us to discuss on the next video. Stay tuned for more legal insights in our future episode. Remember, understanding landmark case helps us comprehend the intricacies of our legal system. See you next time. Like and subscribe.